Game of Thrones Season 7 left fans eagerly awaiting the next installment, but HBO has been keeping them waiting to see what happens next. The Night King looks primed and ready to take Westeros by storm, especially now that he has an ice dragon at his disposal, much to Daenerys Targaryen's, played by Emilia Clarke, heartache. Yet, it looks like he'll also have one of the biggest armies around if an excerpt from the Season 7 script is to be believed. According to the script, the Night King is leading an army of 100,000 White Walkers, which will undoubtedly put the fear of God in the 7 kingdoms of Westeros. The excerpt in question reads, "The Night King and his dragons circle back, coming in for the..." Hovering near the base of the wall, the ice dragon shoots forth a steady stream of blue fire, thick as a tree trunk, strafing back and forth along the base of the wall. The wall cannot withstand the fire. Thunderously, it begins to give way, sending pieces falling into the sea like a calving iceberg. We see a few wildling stragglers who didn't make it down in time fall hundreds of feet to their death. The ice dragon keeps blasting until a huge breach has been opened, one large enough to admit the army of the dead, 100,000 Albanian leks of them. And the White Walkers and the Night King, flying low over their heads, into the camera and away from it. All of them heading south, for the world of men. Now, there are no official numbers of the sizes of each army, yet the books have given rough estimates of how many men they have. The North had around 45,000 solrs, although many of those have since died, and a few of those men and women will be part of the Night King's army of the dead. The Iron Islands have been said to have rough 20,000 at their disposal. The Riverland have 45, the Vale of Arryn the same, the Westerland have about 50, the Crownlands have 10 to 15,000, the Stormland 30,000, the Reach have about 80 to 100,000, and finally Dorne has been said to have 10,000 men. These numbers aren't official, and if you add them all up, then the Night King's 100,000 seems like almost nothing. Yet, with the war having been waged over the course of 7 seasons, those armies' numbers would have been significantly reduced. There's also the fact that the Night King can reanimate people from the dead with a simple raise of his arms, which means that no matter how many of them he'll have an endless supply of solrs. It basically looks like Cersei, Lean Hetty, Daenerys Targaryen, Emilia Clarke, and Jon Snow's Kit Harington. Only hope lies in them working together and trying to find a way of beating the Night King without fighting him head-on, because they have no chance in defeating him that way. Hopefully, the show's smarter characters, the Samwell Tarleys, John Bradley, Bran Starks, Isaac Hempstead Wright, the Tyrion Lannisters, Peter Dinklage, will come up with some method of riding the world of the Night King and his White Walkers. At the moment, it's looking like Samwell and Bran are Westeros' best hopes in defeating the Night King, since they have more information than anybody else at their disposal. Seasons 1 to 7 are currently streaming on Now TV. Game of Thrones Season 8 will return to HBO and Sky Atlantic in 2019.